Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Thank you so much for joining us for Library Tea Time, where information is always brewing. I'm Brandy, and I'm here with Mandy. Library Tea Time is sponsored by the Montgomery County Memorial Library System, Friends of the Library Groups. Thank you, friends, for all that you do.
Yes, thank you, friends. They've really helped out this summer with summer reading. So
They certainly have.
They have. All right, so we don't have a guest for the show because we are each other's guest.
Oh, my goodness.
Welcome, Brandy. So sometimes because we're Brandy and Mandy, and then our boss's name is Ann, but sometimes we call her Andy. We're the Andys.
Yes. It's common to be referred to as the Andys. And when we tell people that, we feel like they remember us a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, as if we're not memorable. All right. So, Brandy, I know that we've kind of talked to our listeners, you know, here and there. I think this is our 7th show or something as Library Tea Time. And, you know, we were guests on the Cindy Cochran show. And so we talked a little bit about ourselves, but let's talk a little bit more.
Oh, my goodness.
So how long have you been with this the library system, Brandy?
Well, let's see. I first started in 2012, and I started part-time, about 25 hours a week. And actually back then I started in programming. I was a programming assistant.
So programming like computer programs or?
That was confusing to me too when I was looking at the job description. So it's something very sort of segues into what we do now in an odd way. Actually, I would help the programming coordinator prepare for summer reading and get sponsorships for the summer reading programs, although not just for summer reading programs. That kind of thing, you know, is an ongoing thing all year. And also, we set up contracts for the presenters that do come in. We assist with doing programming, staff programming for the children and the young adults and so forth. Just a tremendous amount of different duties that sort of gave me an overall view of how the library works.
Right.
I never thought the library, from the outside, I never thought the library operated the way that it actually does.
Nobody ever gets that. Like, if you get a chance and you'd like to take a tour of the library, especially the back half of Central, because admin's there, tech, our acquisitions people are there, and you know there are just cubicles as far as the eye could see.
Yes.
And they're all just busy little bees, you know, repairing books and processing books and new books and getting rid of old books and all sorts of things. I didn't realize that it took that much.
Right.
You know.
Many people that I run into in the past 13 years that don't work for the library system, they're always like, well, it must be really nice to work in a library because you get to read all day. Oh, what a misconception. It is nothing like that. There's a lot of excitement in libraries on the programming side, but the people that work in the back, I mean, they really are the worker bees because without them, you wouldn't see your new titles on the shelves. You know, we lease books, not to the public, but from a book distributor, I guess you would say. And that's how we get some of the current titles that, you know, have just come out. So that's something that a lot of people are not aware of. They think we
Right.
just buy books, put them on the shelf, they sit there forever. We do try to keep things current and timely. So that's something, that most people are just not aware of. And those tours that Mandy's talking about, that is something that you can request. We usually do them in groups. So if
Yeah.
we get, 2 or 3 requests, we'll get back to you and schedule something. But it really educates the community as to how much there is to do in a library.
Right.
Mhm.
I like to always take, like, if my family comes and visits or some friends, I'll always take them in the back and show them.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So what are some of your hobbies, Brandy? What do you like to do outside of working in the library?
I work in the perfect place because I really love to organize things.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. So, like when I'm not scaling things back or minimizing things or making things more simplistic and easier to function, I'm usually organizing something to help make it that way. So that's something I do enjoy. But I do like to walk. That's something that I do enjoy. I'm not doing it as much as I should, but at
Well,
one
it's
time
hot.
it is hot. But I'll tell you what, I used to be an avid walker. So that's something I do enjoy. I don't
An
have
avid talker?
an avid talker and an avid walker.
Oh.
But then again, the audience already knew I was an avid talker. But I enjoy that. And I do really, let me say this, for anyone that's considering maybe working in the library even for part-time, not that you want to fully commit to full-time, that's up to you, but I really enjoy the job that I have.
Yeah.
And I love the outreach and the programming
Mhm.
part. We went out to one of our partners yesterday, which is HEB. Everybody loves
Woo!
HEB. And we do some story times with them periodically in
Mhm.
the stores. And I just love that. I love to read to the children, and it's so impromptu. It's sort of like a pop-up story time. And I really still love that because I do come from children's department in
Right.
the library. I started in programming and segued into children's. So I get to kind of do a little bit of everything I've ever done at once. It's really
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for those of you who don't really know what the public relations department does at the library,
Mhm.
that's what Brandy and I are a part of, that department. And she's right. We go out, we do programming,
Mhm.
we do outreach, we work with partnerships with local organizations and businesses. And what else do we do, Brandy? All sorts of things. We do grants for the library. Really just try to get out there and get the word out that public libraries are still being used.
Absolutely.
Like, we always have a full parking lot.
We do. And, there's always something different. Our jobs entail many, many different hats, as they say. Like Mandy said, the outreach is always something we do, the programming, but there's always things like, watching social media and posting things.
Oh, yes.
And assisting with that. And we try, like when people send in comments, we do our very best to get back with you as soon as we can. But
Mhm.
that's something that we do too. That's just a thumbnail sketch of what we do in public relations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mandy, I really wanted to ask you,
Ooh, okay.
how long have you been with the library system?
I have been with MCMLS for 2.5 years.
Mhm.
2.5 years previous, I was media specialist at Splendor ISD at the junior high and elementary levels. So I've worked in the library field for a while,
Mhm.
a long time. My kiddos grew up as librarian kids, and not one of them really likes to read, so yay for me. But yeah, I came over here and started out as a computer analyst. And I worked at the Stuart West branch location and kind of split my time between Stuart West, Metter, and our Magnolia branch.
Mhm.
And then came over to the PR department so I could use my children's skills and the fact that I'm an extrovert, not an introvert, and I'm not afraid to talk to a stranger.
That is one thing that is important. It depends on your personality type. Like Mandy and I, we're definitely extroverts, but there's room for everybody.
Oh yeah. Different facets of of the library and different career types in the library. But I really like it too. I like to get out and do the story times. I really enjoyed reading to the kiddos yesterday. That it helped my heart.
It shows.
Yeah, and just getting out and talking to people, rubbing elbows.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do that.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to get to do that soon. I think it's only a week away that, again, we're going to partner. We'll talk more about that later.
Yeah.
But we have another big upcoming partnership with HEB.
Yeah.
So make sure you stay tuned so you get the scoop on that. And so what kind of hobbies do you enjoy?
I do like to read, believe it or not. I do that, but I like to camp. I like to go camping, get on the boat, go fish, be outdoors, even though the outdoors doesn't like me. Mostly just be with my family.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do that. We take a lot of trips to Corpus because that's where my daughter is living. So we enjoy the water.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Texas waterways.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very nice.
Okay, so now that you know a little bit about us, we're going to talk to you about some things that are happening in the month of August at your local libraries. So our, summer readings just finished up, and it was very successful. And, we're going to start getting back to our regular schedule. So our regular baby and me times, our regular story times, any computer classes that were offered before summer reading, all of that sort of gets back to its normal schedule in August. However, we do have several branches that are trying to squeeze as much as they can of summer fun out. So the first 2 weeks in August are full of really awesome things that will make you feel like you're still in the summer reading,
Yes.
blush.
Some of those programs that were part of the summer reading kickoff, those are going to come back. I understand that one of the branches, I believe it's the Metter branch, is going to have a back to school bash.
Yep.
Is that right,
Yeah.
Mandy?
Yes.
Yes. And they had a face painter, and I'm not sure if they had a bouncy house the first time at the very beginning for kickoff, but I know that that's part of the plan for the back to school bash.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something you definitely want to make sure that you're checking your calendar of events for.
Right. So you
Yes.
can go to countylibrary.org and then click on the events calendar tab and, just toggle down to whichever library is closest to you. I think now you can organize it by type of program and maybe age group, and then click on that event and it'll give you more details.
Mm-hmm.
So, Brandy, do you want to start us off? Something very important.
Very, very.
The reason why we don't have a guest today.
That's right. So it's not because we were rude to people and they wouldn't come back. Mandy and I don't operate that way. So many of you in the community are probably already aware that what the branch that has been known forever as South Branch or South Regional Branch interchangeably in the Woodlands that has been located on Lake Robbins Drive is going to be moving over to the Kevin Brady Library sometime in September.
Yes.
Now that branch is only, I believe it has already closed. Yes.
It closed last Friday.
Yes, that's right. Last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And the new location, in case you're not aware, I know everybody's watching because they see this wonderful, huge, modern, wonderful library being built. They're probably already watching, but in case you don't know, it is located at 2250 Buckthorn Place.
In the Woodlands.
Yes, that's part of the original Grogan's Mill Village. And so make sure that you stay tuned so that you can find out exactly when that grand opening will be.
Yes.
Mhm.
So prior to this show, I think we did a video. It had some renderings from Pigal about the inside. So we really want to like take pictures and share them with everybody, but we can't yet because it's a big surprise.
It is a huge surprise.
So like you can't even look in because they have the windows covered and but we've heard some sneak peeks from our director who's been able to go over there and check everything out. So it's going to be a really beautiful library and community center because the community center is moving over there too.
It incorporates both, I understand.
Right. I think it's going to be really hard, Brandy, for us to start calling it the Kevin Brady or the KB library because when we're sending things places or this and that, we're talking about certain libraries that we're going to go to, we always just call it South.
Yes.
So and now we're going to have to train ourselves to say Kevin Brady or KB.
Yes. And, many libraries in our system, we interchangeably refer to them with two different names. Like, for example, where you worked before you came to us out at the West Branch, that's actually called the Charles B. Stewart Branch as well, named after the first doctor that was in Montgomery County. So we say West, and then the next breath we'll say, Stewart. So we know, but it is in fact the same. But in this case, of course, the new library is being named after the Honorable Kevin Brady, congressman for the area and community.
I can't wait to get over there.
And so, me too. I cannot wait to see the inside. Stewart West comes up again to me. They are going to have a Calming Colors program on Monday, August the 4th at 4:00 in the afternoon. And you know what I think, Mandy?
What?
I think that after all the chaos with summer reading and the excitement, I think that's what everybody needs. They need a Calming Colors program.
Just sit down and quietly color.
Yes.
That sounds great.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. So Mitchell is, they're going to have a ton of events the first 2 weeks of August, but this one seemed really fun. It's the Teen Murder Mystery Escape Room on Monday, August 4th at 5:30 p.m. So, right before school gets back in session and hang out with your friends and solve a murder mystery, escape a room. They always have great things going on at Mitchell.
They do. They're a very, very busy community hub. They definitely are. And during the transition from the South Library over to the Kevin Brady Library, we want to mention just again to make sure that everyone knows that holds, and if you have a hold that you've placed at the South Library, it will probably be sent over to the Mitchell Library. That was the next closest as far as proximity. So you definitely might want to check with them while you're waiting for the new Kevin Brady Library to open.
Right. So you cannot access the South Regional Library anymore.
Right.
But Mitchell is happy to take care of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So our Genealogy and Preservation Center located at our Central Library here in Conroe, they are going to have a book group, and it's going to be over the book This Tender Land by William Kruger on Tuesday, August 5th at 10 a.m. So that sounds fun. They're also going to have, they just started this in June, and then they have acquired a traveling exhibit which will be displayed from July 29th to September 7th, and it's called Soul Circuit, Juneteenth Rodeos in Texas, and it's based on the book Juneteenth Rodeo by photographer Sarah Bird. So basically, in the late 1970s, Black communities throughout Texas held local radios for cowboys and cowgirls excluded from the mainstream. So it was known as the Soul Circuit. And the little network of rodeos played a crucial role in perpetrating and sustaining more than 200 years of lineage of Black cowboys in America. So that's going to be really cool. It's going to be 43 black and white photos hung in the gallery at Central, and then it'll go all the way up to our Genealogy Center and Preservation Center. And it depicts a day in the life of the Juneteenth rodeo. So from morning to night, just 43 really beautiful photos about that, the Juneteenth rodeo. So that's pretty cool. And it's circulating. So I don't know if it's going to stay. I mean, it's going to stay until September 7th. I don't know where it goes after that.
Right. It travels.
Right. So make sure you get in and see that. But that's going to be really awesome. They did have representatives from the Soul Circuit come in a couple of weeks ago to the genealogy room center, and they did a presentation. So
there's always something for everyone at the library.
absolutely.
Yes. And so Central is pleased to announce to the community that they are going to have a back to school bash on Tuesday, August the 5th at 11 a.m. Now, remember, I just touched upon that with the Metter branch a few minutes ago. This is another one of the branches that just can't get enough of summer. So they want to make sure that you can't either. And these back to school bashes are always such fun.
Yeah.
Something for the kids to do before they have to settle down and take care of the usuals. So that is a fun thing.
Yeah.
And of course, I've already mentioned the Metter Back to School Bash, but it will be held on Saturday, August the 9th at 10 a.m. So you see, the one at Central is on the 5th of August, and the one at Metter is on August 9th.
What could they do, Brandy?
They could go to both.
What is that called, Brandy?
That's called branch hopping. It's something that we coined the phrase for, but definitely we encourage everyone in the community to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So out in Magnolia, they're going to have a preteen crafternoon. Well, I think that's another coined phrase. Watercolor resist art. I'm not sure what that is. I don't, do you use watercolor on something that resists the color? I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
So hang out on August 12th at 4 p.m. and find out, I guess. And then Tullis, they're going back to our regular schedule. But they just wanted to remind everybody that our Tullis branch in New Caney is offering GED classes, tech assistance, computer basics, and email basics year round. And they offer them regularly.
Yes.
So, and they have a computer lab up there, and Cipriano, the DRS there, can help you out. The digital resource specialist. That's what they're called.
And you know, Mandy, I hear that our digital resource specialists are extremely patient and friendly. Whatever part of the community that, you know, if you're a senior, if you're real young, maybe you haven't been using these things for a while or at all.
Right.
They are extremely patient people, and they really enjoy what they're doing.
Right.
And you will absolutely pick up on that from the minute you were introduced to them.
Right.
You could not be on friendlier territory.
Right.
Yes.
Which makes me wonder, why was I doing it? Nah, I'm playing.
You're not now.
They changed the name. It was computer analyst, and now they're like, Mandy got out. We got to make it fancy. All right. And as always, story times and baby mean classes usually happen around 10 a.m. in the morning. But make sure you check our events calendar at Cowboy.
Because you're thinking about Soul Circuit still.
Soul Circuit. countylibrary.org.
She turned the
for more
page.
information. All right. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more library tea time.
Montgomery County Memorial Library System has 7 branches across the county. Visit one near you to obtain a free library card. For more information about this and free events offered, visit our website at countylibrary.org. We'll see you at the library. So, guess what time it is, Mandy?
What time is it, Brandy?
It is time for that wonderful monthly Brain Buster.
Brandy, you are just announcing your own things. You just took it away from me.
Oh, no.
I even came out with a really good tune and everything.
Okay. I'll let you do it.
Dun, 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 Brain Buster. It's time for Brandy's Brain Buster. All right, Brandy, you ready?
Okay, I am ready. All right, here we go. We're going to go way back into the archives. What was the first year that the Montgomery County Memorial Library System used a bookmobile?
Hold on, wait a second. They had a bookmobile?
They did.
Where's my bookmobile?
I know. So many library systems have bookmobiles even now. I won't mention any by name, but boy, I know exactly who has them. And I'm very jealous.
Well, I might be stalling because I'm trying to figure out the answer.
Oh.
Okay, let me see. Bookmobile.
Okay.
1952.
Close.
Okay.
Richard, would you like to take a stab at that date?
Already cheated.
Oh, no.
Well, you sent me the stuff.
I didn't put the date on there, did I?
Well,
Only Brady has the answer.
The answer is 1949.
Wow.
Yes. And in those days, a lot of children and adults, I'm sure, couldn't make it into the library.
Mm-hmm.
So it was something that was extremely popular because you'd line up and you'd check out your books. And it was just such a cute thing. It's the ultimate outreach into the community,
Right.
is taking the books into the community instead of having them come into the library. And not that we don't want you to come to the library, because we most definitely do, but we still would love to have a bookmobile because it's just another way to reach everyone.
Right.
And it's not exactly a new idea. Not that 1949 is really new, but it sort of beckons back to
Well, in 1949, that was modern.
very modern
compared to what you're about to say.
Exactly right. So during the Great Depression in the 1930s, that is when the Pack Horse Librarian Program was begun. And it was begun by the Federal Works Progress Administration as a poverty relief program. And it was something that actually President Roosevelt and his wife started. And so people just expanded on it, after the horse, here comes the bookmobile, that kind of thing. But I bet there's one thing that you cannot imagine in the 1930s.
Is this another brain buster?
Well, sort of. It's like part 2 today.
Okay.
I couldn't leave out this little nugget of information. Okay. How much do you think in the 1930s, remember it was the Great Depression, how much do you think that a pack horse librarian got paid per month
Oh, well.
to deliver those books? And she's on a horse. It's not like it's an easy job.
Man, I don't know. I'm really bad at this. $75.
Well, she only got paid $28 a month.
What? Does that include feed for the horse?
I don't know. It didn't mention the feed for the horse. I'm kind of hoping it didn't. And so if you plug that $28, here I go with that inflation calculator again. I love it. $28 a month into today's numbers, it is the equivalent of roughly $500 a month today, which,
Is gas.
really, really. I know those bookmobiles are good on gas, but I don't think they're that good on gas.
Wow.
I know.
You would have to be very dedicated to your craft.
And I think they really were.
Yeah.
Because there were people that truly, truly cared, just like the people that work in the library today.
I see what you did there, Brandy.
About getting books into the hands of everyone in the community by whatever means necessary, including riding the horse. So that's incredible. First off, I wonder how many librarians knew how to ride a horse. That's kind of different.
Yeah.
It's not something that
Do you know how to ride a horse?
No, I don't. How about you?
I do.
Really? Oh my goodness. How about you, Richard? Can you ride a horse? I'm jealous. I don't know how.
All right. I think we'll, Brandy, let's go ahead and give our listeners that sneak peek.
A sneak peek, yes. So we have a wonderful sneak peek for you today, and you're going to hear it first right here. And don't forget it. You heard it on Library Tea Time. The Gulf Coast Reads winner.
So what is Gulf Coast Reads?
Okay. You help me out. What is Gulf Coast Reads?
So Gulf Coast Reads is an award that is given to authors in the Gulf Coast area.
Mm-hmm.
So along the, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas coast.
Okay.
Usually the author lives in the area,
Mm-hmm.
or it's a book about
Mm-hmm.
the area. And it's just an award to celebrate, those stories. So the library does this every year.
Mm-hmm.
They participate in the Gulf Coast Reads program, and they offer up, I think, not just the library, but the Gulf Coast Reads offers up 3 books,
Mm-hmm.
3 nominees, and then you get a chance to read them, and then you get a chance to vote.
Very good.
Yeah.
So actually, the winner will not be revealed.
Right, officially revealed.
Right. But we were given special permission to tell you right now that the Gulf Coast Reads winner is, ta-da, The Faculty Lounge by Jennifer Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I pronounced her name right. Matthew, that is another spelling. She's also the author of a book called Moxie.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're familiar with that one, you might want to visit this one and check it out at your local library. This book is really terrific. It is an adult novel that follows the lives of teachers and administrators and so forth about how a retired substitute teacher at a high school in Texas has died in the faculty lounge.
Uh-huh.
So there's all kinds of chaos about this because
his request, right?
Yes, that's what it is. He requested that his ashes be scattered on school grounds.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of controversy that erupts because of that.
Right.
So a lot of people are not happy. A lot of people are. And during the course of the novel, they're talking about that. But then there's also in the background a lot of these nuances about things, that are popular at the time, in the community, and probably also subject matter at a national level,
Right.
that kind of a thing as
Bureaucracy.
well.
It deals with a lot of
Exactly.
that, but it has a lot of humor in it as well. And it's
mhm.
really like a love letter to our teachers
Yes, and
and educators.
it's a story told with a big heart.
Yes.
It's that type of a book. It's something that is probably a very enjoyable read, not something that is, darker.
Right.
So it's something that we encourage you to
Yeah.
check it out at your local library and let us know what you think about it.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I'm going to have to borrow that one. That'll have to be my next read.
Okay. All right. We'll let you. And then when you come back next month, you can tell us all about it.
Oh, okay. All right. Each show, we want to feature a library resource that sweetens your tea. Last show, we talked about the A to Z databases. A to Z databases is a marketing tool that includes 30 million businesses and 220 million residents. Remember, we talked about, I looked up Brandy's information
Oh,
and
informative does
Informative.
not even begin to describe this database. It
Right.
is like way over the top informative.
right.
But it's very useful, isn't it?
It's useful
Mhm.
for marketing research, job
Mhm.
searches, mailing list, finding your friends and relatives.
Yes, it is. And also, if you're starting a new business, like you said, a marketing tool,
Right.
it's terrific. If you're your goal is to hit a certain target audience for your business,
Right.
it enables you to do that from a logistics standpoint, not just, oh, this neighborhood looks nice. I think I'll put out
Right.
flyers.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, so it's much more efficient than that
Yeah.
if you can bear with all the information.
Yeah. So
Oh.
today we're going to talk about a resource brought to us by our partnership with the Mellon Foundation. So the Mellon Foundation actually granted our Genealogy and Preservation Center a $500,000 grant.
That is really impressive.
And so because of that, we get some perks. Not only the money, but we get perks. And they have made the newspaper archive available to us, along with some other things. So you can access current and archived newspapers, magazines, all over the world. This includes Life magazine, National Geographic, historical papers like the Austin American Statesman and the El Paso Herald, and then current papers like the Conroe Courier.
I'm wondering, do you think, the Houston Post has been, defunct, out of business for a while. But I'm wondering if you can access more issues of like the Houston Post.
I think so. I think you can go to newspaper archives, that one, and then that gives you access to worldwide papers. So maybe.
Definitely.
Maybe you check on that and tell us next time.
You know what? I will. Because I understand. The reason I want to do it is it's personal. It's because I understand my grandmother, one of my grandmothers, used to be in the newspaper a lot.
Oh.
So I kind of wanted to see what she was up to because, I don't need any retro embarrassment. But anyway.
All right. To access the newspaper archive, you can go to countylibrary.org and click on the online resources tab, and then either the digital newspapers or the digital magazines. So they both have their own little page there. And they do require an MCMLS library card to access it. So you'll get your library card. It has a 16-digit number. You'll put in your 16-digit number. It asks for a barcode, I think. And that's what it is. It's your 16-digit number for your library card, and then it asks for a PIN. Normally, when we make library cards, your PIN is going to be the last 4 digits of your cell phone number.
That's right.
Or whatever phone number you gave us when you signed up.
That's right.
So the last 4 digits. If that doesn't work, please call your local library, and they can set you up with your PIN and all that stuff.
Yes.
And that way you can access those things not only inside the library, but at home.
And Mandy, I can hear it right now. People are asking, what a wonderful resource. How much does it cost?
Brandy, I thought we were going to make a whole show without
we cannot. We cannot get by without mentioning it once. Your library card is free.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
All right. So we talked about books. We talked about our featured resource, our Gulf Coast Reads. And now I'd like to talk about summer reading. Shoo! We can all take a collective,
yeah,
because it's over.
It is. It's a wonderful kind of tired. Because you know that you absolutely made a difference in the children's lives in the community by making sure that they didn't lose all of their reading skills over the summer.
Right.
So actually, most children that participate in this summer reading program, they either return to school at the same level at which they left or at a higher reading level.
Yeah.
So it's...
And I would gamble to say that it's probably at a higher reading level.
Absolutely. And to know that we're a part of that goes right back to that thing about you still have librarians who have a genuine interest in making sure that happens.
Right.
And the summer reading program, it's only disguised as fun. It's really all about the reading.
All right. So, it's disguised really well, Brandy.
Oh, it is.
Because we have a video of all of the great fun that our patrons and staff had coloring our world. So please enjoy the video. All right. That was a lot of fun.
It
I
was.
mean, from the pizza dough throwing to the henna.
The henna programs. Did you see some of that artwork?
Yeah,
It's
it's beautiful.
amazing. They make candles. They make
Yes.
sand art. Did you see the one candle? It almost looks like it's a snake. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could
It
do
was
that.
made out of beeswax, I think.
Oh my goodness. How do you do
and then we
that?
had some performers come, and this is where Brandy and I come in because, well, mostly Brandy, not me so much. But Brandy makes sure that, everything with the performers goes off without a hitch, contracts are signed, and people get paid.
Yes.
So Shelley McBubbles was really great. Everybody enjoys Shelley
Everybody.
McBubbles.
I just adore that program. And John O'Brien, he
Mm-hmm.
is a regular every year, and we're just so grateful to have him.
Mm-hmm.
Those children never get enough of that table floating around the room.
Yeah.
That is incredible, Mandy.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
I could get enough of the snakes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I didn't go to that program.
No, I shy away from that
But
one.
Children love it.
They do.
That was
They do.
one of the book the books, the type of books
Mhm.
that were checked out the most
Of
in the
course.
elementary are the books about snakes.
Absolutely.
They love them.
Yes. And at the same time, again, a sneaky way to learn an extremely valuable skill because, heck, this is Texas. You could run
Mhm.
into one and
Well-
you need to know the difference between a garter snake or, a copperhead.
Well,
Oh,
funny that you say that, Brandy.
Oh, I know. Poor Mandy. Her family had a little mishap regarding an evil copperhead.
Yeah, and we stayed in the hospital for a bit, but
Oh,
she's fine now.
Thank
She's okay.
goodness. Yes.
So we had snakes. We had a donkey.
Yes, Benny the rescue donkey.
Yeah.
He is incredible. We had other librarians that when they saw some of the pictures from
Mhm.
that program, they're like, I want to make sure Benny is in my life for next summer.
Yes.
He is so cute. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. And when you talk about the snakes and such, there's a wonderful new presenter that we have called the Learning Zoo.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Relatively new to the library system, couple years going now, and he is absolutely incredible. Now, he does bring snakes, so Miss Brandy won't be anywhere near, but when the snake goes to bed and he pulls out a little crocodile, I'll come back. He does have a variety of animals. He brings turtles and all the, I say the good stuff, but that's just me. So, but he is an incredible performer as
Yeah.
well. And we're also always joined by Wolf Lodge. So a lot of these photos that you were able just to see right now,
Mhm.
you see various programs that we have done, but Wolf Lodge is great too. They do the sand art. And Henna, what is it called? Henna Love is the one who does a lot of the henna programs. So all of these are wonderful contributors to our system and to the community.
Yeah. And not
Mhm.
only did we get presenters, but our librarians work so hard year round and come up with their own programs.
They do.
A lot, not only to save money, but they
Mhm.
just really enjoy bringing joy to their patrons,
Yes.
whether it be an adult program or a children's program. They really like it. So it was such a successful summer. Let's talk about some stats because that's my job.
Oh my
I do stats.
goodness.
So Brandy's over there organizing and doing all those things, and I'm all about the stats.
Mhm.
So we had 6,646 patrons sign up this summer.
6,646
Patrons sign up this summer.
That is only
and
just a little
participate.
bit less than 7,000 people, Mandy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's just including our app, the Reader Zone app
Mhm.
stats. So that's not including anybody who signed up using a paper log that we still haven't got the confirmation on.
Mhm, mhm.
So our librarians are steadily putting that information into the Reader Zone website. And so we'll have a better idea in the next week on exactly how many people participated. But, you could probably say 7,000.
Mhm.
Do you want to guess how many minutes were read?
It's got to be over 1 million.
It's absolutely over 1 million. So it is 1,501,925 minutes were read by our patrons, and 43,401 books were read throughout Montgomery County with our patrons. So again, those numbers will go up when our paper logs get entered in, but just a really successful summer reading.
And it's really incredible. That all takes place, as far as the recorded part of it, within an 8-week period of time. Yeah. So it's not even the entire summer. It's 8 weeks.
Right.
So that just goes to show you the kind of impact it can have.
Yeah, I feel really bad because I didn't hit my 10 book mark. It's been a little crazy, but I think I did like 6 books, but the books are like really thick, they're not just, here and there, shorter novellas or whatever. They're pretty big books. So
did you read War and Peace?
No. But so I kind of feel bad because I didn't reach my mark, but I did get 6 books in. So it's all right. I don't get the prizes anyway. We did have some really great prizes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And those will be, whoever wins the prizes will be contacted very quickly and by your library that you participated at. So good luck to you on that.
And some of those prizes were, really, our sponsors are so generous with the library system.
Yes.
So at the juvenile level, the grand prizes, a grand prize for across the juvenile level at all branches were, each one got 4 general admission tickets to Space Center Houston.
That's awesome.
That's a huge prize. I'm not going to talk about dollars, but you can look it up online and you'll see how generous they really are. And also another sponsor that was incredibly generous to us this year, they are new to us, is a place called Inspire Rock Climbing. Yeah. The young adult level, that's 13 through 17. Each branch received for the grand prize one of those all-day passes at Inspire Rock Climbing. And it is a terrific pass. It's not just for the climbing. It also includes the gear.
Right.
So, and I believe
some other classes and stuff
there
too,
was yoga and use of the fitness equipment.
I think it's like a day pass.
It is. It's an all-day pass. So, that is a really generous thing.
Yeah.
And the Department of Agriculture was extremely generous this year. Our Mitchell branch was able to procure these really neat arrow gardens. It's the neatest looking thing you've ever seen. It's like a pod about this big. And it has light and all that. And then they also included 2 boxes of salsa garden seed pods.
Okay. So you could grow your own vegetables for salsa.
Or herb garden or whatever it's, it includes. And of course, all the instructions are in there. But that was a grand prize at the adult level. And we were also able to get a few extra prizes that we want to remain surprises until you get them because we had even more generosity from our sponsors.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I think you can still see our sponsor page on the summer reading tab at countylibrary.org if you're interested in who sponsors us. And, we do have a lot of repeats year after year.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
The generosity never ends. It's just wonderful.
Right. So just because summer reading's over, Brandy, doesn't mean that you won't see us anymore.
Oh, my goodness.
Because like we mentioned, Brandy and I are on the outreach team, and we are always out and about. And even more now, summer reading, we kind of hunker down and make sure everything gets done, make sure our staff's taken care of and all of that. But then, school starts and September is library card sign up month. So we have a lot of campaigns coming up.
We do.
So we will be out and about. Brandy, tell us what big thing is happening next Saturday.
So I kind of gave you a little bit of a hint earlier in today's program.
This Saturday. It's
this
Saturday.
Yes. And so it was a little bit of a hint, but here we go. August the 2nd is, ta-da, it is HEB Kids Day. This is a huge event. It takes place at most and or all of the HEB locations. Our librarians and assistants are so terrific. They are actually staffing, it's something like 8 locations.
Right.
Keep in mind, this is after they've already completed the summer reading program,
Mhm.
and they are still going to go back out into the community immediately afterward. This HEB Kids Day, we do it every year that they allow us. It is incredible. We are out there in the store. So while mom, dad, grandma, whoever it is doing the grocery shopping, you can stop by the table. We can sign you up for library cards,
Mhm.
let you know all about our family resources. And it is just a terrific thing. And of course, we'll have a little game for the kids,
Right.
and we'll have some cute little prizes.
Yeah, and it's
So,
not just us. There are vendors from all over the
yes,
community that go
yes.
to these
Mhm,
the HEB stores
mhm,
and offer all sorts of things, prizes, some
mhm.
school supplies, just resources that you might need for later on.
And many of them have lots of fun things to do, like, they'll have a balloon artist
Mm-hmm.
and face painting.
Yes.
Some staff, I mean, they go all out. Some of the staff even dresses up in themed things like princesses at one location,
Right.
sports things at another location. So we're going to be out there, and we really look forward to seeing you. So make
Yeah.
sure that you locate the closest HEB to you on August the 2nd and come on out and see us.
That's right. On August 6th, Brandy and I are actually going to go do a story time at the Honeysuckle House. It is a boutique in Splendora,
Mm.
and they all summer long have ran this storytime program,
Mhm.
and they've gotten teachers to come in that are on their summer break
Mhm.
to read to the kiddos. Just community members come in. And I was like, I want to do it. Pick me. So Brandy and I are going to go and relive some of our children's librarian days and go read to the kiddos over there. And I might have to buy me something.
Well, if you have to buy something, then I'm going to have to buy something. I'll be right there behind you.
Right. And then the next 2 days, we're going to be so busy. We are going to help with the Willis ISD cleanup and the Montgomery ISD cleanup. So the chamber has gotten with the local districts and partnered with them and a lot of other organizations. And so we all go and we just kind of help the teachers get ready for the next school year. So if they need cleaning done, books shelved, chalkboards cleaned, expo markers refreshed, whatever, we just do it. We make a day of it. We get little nice shirts and we get to name our team and we go off and have a really good time representing the library and giving back to our community.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be real fun.
And then we look forward to this every year.
We do.
It is so much fun. Yes, I'm going to tell you what it is. We usually attend in the month of August, and this year it's August the 21st, the Senior Expo at the Lone Star Convention Center right here in the Conroe, Montgomery County area. Oh my gosh. You think kids have fun at summer reading events? You should see our seniors.
They're a lot of fun.
They definitely taught Mandy and I a few things the first one we went to. We just had a blast.
We did.
Yes. So we make sure that the seniors are aware of everything that their library has to offer. And genealogy, our genealogy center is, of course, huge and growing. With that Mellon grant.
Right.
And you have a lot of enthusiasm in that department to be able to, assist seniors with things and all the new equipment that's up there that helps you preserve your memories with all of the new scanners and the conversion machines. They can convert like VHS tapes onto a flash drive, old reel films, I think they call them 8mm, onto a flash drive. They'll let you know exactly what you need in order to make those conversions. Give them a call. and they would be happy to tell you exactly what you need to bring in.
Right. So we'll have that information at the Senior Expo.
Yes.
It's going to be lots of fun. Maybe, I won't be there this year. I'm going to be out of town. But, that just means you get a chance to win the dancing contest instead of me.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Miss Brandy is known for her dancing. That is for sure. But Ann and Ann is the Andy part of this. Remember we talked about that? So Ann and I will be out at the expo this year. Yes. And hopefully learning a few new dance moves. You just never know.
All right. Well, we really appreciate you listening to us today, even though it was just the Andys.
The Andy Show.
Yeah.
Yep.
We want to thank our friends again for making this show possible and for providing additional funding for programs and events that take place throughout the year.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for being here as my guest today, Mandy.
You're welcome. Thank you for being my guest.
Absolutely.
And thank you for spilling a little bit of library tea.
Oh, I do. I definitely enjoy it every time. Now, you know what? I have something for you to do.
What?
Go read.
Yes, ma'am.